Alright, back here with Dead of Winter, first edition from Simulation Design Incorporated. Yeah, been a few days since I've played here. Still interesting, still trying to figure out this turn continuation table. I will say I've already had, well actually I'll try to review this and try to remember what I did. So, okay. Like I said, it's been a few days, so I was trying to figure out what I did last. I guess I moved with Ector's brigade here. I was trying to remember why I put action 1 markers on them. Just trying to remember that. Fatigue actions. Why was it a fatigue action? Because the action table says it's a fatigue action. Yeah, okay. So certain actions may lead to fatigue exhaustion if performed too many times. Fatigue and exhaustion. The more a unit does during a single game turn, the more likely it is to become fatigued and perhaps so exhausted that it can hardly function. Fatigued and exhausted units are reduced in abilities and must rest to resume normal status. If a unit performs a fatigue action, you either may place an Okay, so it's just done. Okay, so that's why. It's that simple. The table says it's a fatigue action, so then I guess that means this guy. Okay. This guy has a fatigue action 1 marker as well. Okay. Alright, so before I moved Ector's brigade. So then the Confederate side rolled turn continuation. Well, okay. Then I chose Rains' brigade here. Rains has a +1 modifier, action modifier. Can't remember exactly what it's called again, but +1 on his turn continuation table die roll. So I decided to do a brigade movement action with Rains and get through this terrain here. I rolled, I think I rolled a 6, which is in the Union range. No, it couldn't have been, I'm sorry, it couldn't have been 6, because that would have been a random event. I think it was a 4. +1 for Rain is 5, which is still within the 2 to 6 die roll range for the Union side. So Rains does not move. Initiative switches to the Union side. And did I do that wrong? This is important. If unsuccessful, the adjusted die roll falls within his opponent's range. The opposing player now performs any one action of his choice and then begins his player segment. Okay, I did do that wrong. And that would have taken out another die roll. I wonder if... I have to speculate here, but I wonder if players who thought there was too much die rolling here were catching all of these little things. I guess I did roll for this unit here, the 79th Illinois, I think, small writing. So the 79th Illinois, I rolled for them, and they successfully rolled on the TCT, but I guess you don't have to do that first one when initiative comes to you. Let me see if there's more clarification. The TCT die roll, I guess it's not incredibly clear, but in the actual sequence of play, it's alright, I'll say it again. It's the player segment, it's the Confederate player segment. They rolled again, they rolled in the Union range, so that qualifies as if unsuccessful. The opposing player, which would be the Union side, now performs any one action of his choice and then begins his player segment, starting with 2 above. 2 is where you choose an action and roll it. Yeah, so okay, I did that wrong, and that would have been one less die roll. So I should not have had to roll for 79th Illinois. They should have just automatically. So anyways, I chose a. Okay, so 79th Illinois was here in this little copse of woods. Their brigade commander's up here. Oh, what is his name? Such small writing. Kirk, I think. He has a -1 modifier. But he has the 3. The 3, I think they're... Oh, you probably can't see that, but the numbers... let me grab Kirk here. It is black on dark blue, actually. Very bad color choice, but oh well. There we go. So 3, I think 3 is his command span, or range, right there. -1 I know is his action modifier, rating, whatever you want to call that. But in any case, if 3 is his command span, then 79th Illinois being over here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away out of command. So that means that I would choose, I actually don't have to do this, but I chose an uncoordinated action for brigade movement or infantry movement. I see it written both ways here, not a big deal. So what does this brigade or infantry movement uncoordinated mean? Anyone out of command infantry unit, like the 79th Illinois there, or stack may move. This action also applies to moving routed units. This action may not be performed twice in a row. Then you have TCT modifiers. Oh yeah, I should not have had to roll. So that's when I figured out they were facing this way. I turned them and checked. I guess facing changes have no cost in this game at all. So that's what I understand. So he turned, he moved here, he moved up 1 level. I guess moving up 1 level is not enough to cause any cost either. I think it says up 2 levels. Oh, maybe they mean up 2 levels in your whole turn. That's probably what they mean. They still only went up 1 level, but I was wondering, I was looking around the map for where you would ever cross 1 hex side with two levels. Is that possible? Is that possible? Move up 2 levels and you will steep. Okay, so there are steep slopes. What are steep slopes? Oh, maybe they're not in this battle. The series rules talks about that. Maybe there aren't steep slopes here. Alright, units must pay listed treatment when crossing to a higher level, never to a lower level. This extra cost is ignored for the first hex the unit enters in that movement action. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Note that this cost is paid for each higher level crossed. I thought everything was so clear, but up 2 level. Oh, maybe I should not be thrown off by the series rules versus the. There we go. I'm reading the terrain effects on movement for this battle, and then I'm reading the series rules. So maybe. Okay, so there are movement rules in the Stones River battle specific rules book. That's probably where it is. Okay. Oh, change. Okay, units pay the list cost only for the second higher change in elevation in a given movement action. Okay, that's what it is. That makes sense. That's for your whole action. If you cover, if you go up 2 levels for your whole action.